As you know, the topic of our session is to play or not to play. Okay, can you see my screen? Today we are going to speak about playing games in our lessons. First of all, I would like to break the ice a little and play such a nice game with spinning wheel. We are going to answer the questions. Here we have. So, Tatiana, the first question is for you.
Okay, which one? Ah, okay.
So the question is, be honest, how often do you work from bed?
Оля, which Tatiana?
Tatiana, та, яка без прізвища.
It's me. So,
Yeah.
be honest. Okay, I can say that I always work from bed if I work online. Always, all the time. It's my favorite place.
Super. So the next question is for Tatiana Kondrashova. If you could bring back any fashion trend, what would it be?
I'm not sure. Maybe hats. Different kinds of hats for ladies.
Okay, thank you. The next question is for Olena. If you were famous, what would you be famous for?
I wouldn't like to be famous.
But if.
Maybe for my students.
Okay. Okay. May your dreams come true. So the next question is for Yulia. If a movie was made of your life, what genre would it be? And who would play you?
A comedy, I think. And I would play.
Myself, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for your answers. And let's continue our work. And I would like to ask you to name your most favorite games you use in your lessons. Just unmute yourself and share your experience. Most favorite game or games you use in your lessons.
As for me, I use tic-tac-toe.
Okay, great.
I prefer a magic box. I would say it's something like that. So a magic box, it means that I have a box with lots of different words, and students just need to pick out to drop 3 words look at them and try to connect them in one sentence. So, and I use it just to, upgrade their language vocabulary, something like that.
Thank you.
Different role games.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's go on. And what do you think? What is a game? The definition of this word. What is a game?
A game is a tool with help of which we can, for example, improve students' knowledge and skills of language or other subject.
Thank you very much. And this activity usually has rules, yeah, a goal, as you said, Tatiana, vocabulary or grammar or all together, like in a role plays, and it has an element of fun for our students. That's why they like to play different games so much. Okay, and the next point we should think a little about advantages of using games. Just like a brainstorming, can you say any advantages of using games in the lessons?
They attract students' attention because they like games. And they form a positive attitude to the lesson, to learning process.
Thank you, for sure. Any other ideas?
Fun, interesting, interactive, entertaining, and also it can be
So
used
games
like a physical activity.
Yeah, for sure. So games involve and motivate our learners. Games encourage creative and spontaneous use of language, like with Tatiana's magic box. So they should make sentences with 3 words. Of course, games create stress-free atmosphere in our class. They promote practice all 4 basic language skills. Our learners listen, speak, read, and write. Games help the teacher to create context in which the language is useful and meaningful. Of course, they are student-centered, and they promote collaboration among our students. And of course, games are can connect to a variety of intelligences. Kinesthetic, audio, do you remember 7 types of intelligences? So in games, they are usually combined. When I think about, when I thought about playing games in English lessons, such an interesting idea came to my mind. What if I chose a unit from a course book and try to show you using of different games while studying vocabulary, grammar, and so on. So this is the unit from the course book Prepare for the 5th form. And here you can see a page from this book, and I choose vocabulary, which is going to be studied at the first lesson. So here you can see the words on the right. Ride a horse, swim underwater, speak Italian, cook spaghetti, sail a boat, remember special dates, and ice skating. I'm sure that you also do the same as me. While distant learning, I use flashcards, but I can't show them in front of the computer. I usually make a presentation for my students, and they can practice vocabulary with such flashcards. So try to remember the words and the flashcards. I will give you some time because we are going to play a game. Okay, so then I usually practice just remembering the words. I use this game when I show the picture to my learners, but it appears not like at once, but slowly on the screen. You can choose different animation effects to show, and the learners guess what is it. While picture is moving slowly, they tried to be the first to tell the word. So it was swimming underwater. And then we can play the next game. Its name is What's Missing. It can be like that. Now, please look at the screen and guess what word is missing. Have you remembered?
We are not so attentive.
Not so attentive. So I will give you a prompt. It was
Ice skating.
ice skating. Yes, ice skating. Okay. Be attentive. The next slide, please. What's missing?
Speak Italian.
Yes, you are right. It's speak Italian. And to the last slide.
Cooking spaghetti.
Sorry?
Cooking spaghetti.
Cook spaghetti. Yes. Thank you very much. The next game you can play with your learners is decoding. They are very fond of using mobile phones, and we can use such a nice picture with a mobile phone. And here we have the rule of the game on the screen. So they have numbers and they have letters under the numbers, and they are trying to decode the word. Actually, you can see the word on the screen, and can you please try to decode the word?
Speak Italian.
Yeah, speak Italian.
Thank you.
Okay. The next word.
Ice skating.
Ice skating, yeah. Great. And to the last, ladies.
Cook spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Cook spaghetti. Thank you. Bravo. So the next game is called What Am I Thinking? thinking of. So the aim of this game, you should pair students up and have them think of an object. Each student should write from 5 to 10 words, and depends on the level of your students. Maybe it can be 3 words, describing the object or the vocabulary unit, not unit, but phrasal verbs or something like that. Describing the object on a piece of paper, and when you call time, the students swap papers and try to figure out what the other person described. So the first team to have both words guessed correctly wins. So we would try this game too. Now please look at this screen and my associations on the vocabulary, on the one of the words from the vocabulary. What is it?
I'm at the seaside.
Vocabulary, do you remember?
Oh,
We need to name the word, yes?
Not the word, here we have word combinations, yeah, in the vocabulary, not only one word, but
Sailing.
yeah, sailing a boat,
A boat.
yes, you're right, sailing a boat, thank you. And one more word.
Remember the dates.
Remember special dates, thank you. So the next game we can play with our children is bingo. They can, here we can have not only words, but we can use pictures on the bingo cards. For students with high level of English, we can use synonym bingo, antonym bingo, and even video bingo. Instead of calling out individual words, we can make the game more challenging by playing a video that has the words on students' bingo cards. It is possible when we have video for the course books, yeah, or we can find the video in YouTube, for example, students are going to watch the video, to listen it attentively, and I think this will be more challenging for them, and this activity will provide them a more natural way bingo. Then usually we have some grammar points in our course books. In this unit, it is modal verb can. I usually, very often, I use this game. I prepare cards, pictures for my learners with different activities. Usually, of course, I choose these pictures according to their level of English and to the words they know, according to the topic we are learning, and we can use them in different ways. For example, if we speak about the verb, the modal verb can, we can show, or if we have lessons at school, pupils can take the card, look at it. The cards are with pictures are upside down. They take the card and, for example, ask the partner question. Can you, for example, swim? The partner answers this question, yes, I can. And then it's his turn to take the card and to ask the next question with the next picture. For example, can you ride a horse? We can change this game in different ways. Our students can ask not only can you, but different tenses. For example, present simple. Yeah, when we teach our students to use general questions in present simple, we can ask, do you usually ride a horse, for example, after school? Or do you speak Italian? Different pictures, different questions. And when we teach our students special questions, we also can use these cards and, for example, practice questions. What did you do yesterday? Yeah. What did you do yesterday? I rode a horse. What did you do 2 days ago? I swam underwater, and so on. So these pictures are very useful, I think, for practicing grammar. For the previous speaker 1 hour ago told us about language chunks. Yeah, it's like language chunks. We repeat again and again the same grammar structure. Okay, it's the last picture with this activity. And the next activity, maybe you know it, never have I ever. But we can not only use this activity with present perfect, we can change for different grammar structures also. What is the aim of this game? In this game, players take turns making sentences about things, for example, they have never done or they can do. Yeah, if we speak about the modal verb can. For example, I can swim underwater. And the other participants use their palm, 5 fingers, and when they hear the phrase, I can ride a horse, and for example, they can ride a horse too, they put their finger down. Then the next student says the next sentence. For example, I can cook spaghetti. So the winner of this game is the student who has 1 finger up. So we can try to practice this game with, for example, with the verb can. Please prepare your fingers, your palms. I can start the game. I can ride a bicycle. So who can ride a bicycle too? Please down your finger. So Julia, please, can you tell the next sentence?
I can cook spaghetti.
Tatiana Kondrashova, please, you are welcome.
I can drive a car.
Olena, please.
I can speak Spanish.
Tatiana.
I can climb a tree.
Let's move on. I can swim underwater.
I can roller
Julia?
skate. Yeah, I can roller skate.
Tatiana Kondrashova.
Okay, I can bake pies.
Olena.
I can sing.
Okay, Tatiana.
I can dance.
Okay, Tanya Kondrashova. 1 finger, yeah? No?
No.
No. Okay. Olena and Tatiana, please. Olena. your sentence.
I can cook pizza.
Okay, Tatiana.
I can speak Ukrainian.
Okay.
I can skate.
And here we have the winner. Tatiana, congratulations. Okay.
Thank you very much.
The next kind of games are board games. We can use them in class when we are at school with our children. We can split them into groups and prepare similar or just the same board games for them to play. And we can also find board games online. And we can play with our children online. And I would like to demonstrate you such a game. Can you see my screen now? So here we have an interactive dice, yeah, and here we have pawns which we can move, yeah, and we can again split our students into teams, give them the link to the game, and they can play in breakout rooms this game, and we can visit them and check what they are actually doing. Okay, so such a nice idea to have interactive board games online. Okay, and let's go on. The next game is called Liar Liar. Do you know the rules of this game?
Olga, we see your comments.
Yeah, sorry. You know, now you know.
I know the game. Maybe it's a different one. Two lies and one truth. When,
it's a
I
different
say-
variation of the game. Mhm.
So when you say 3 sentences, for example, about yourself, two of them are true, and one sentence is a lie, and the students listen to each other and try to guess.
Okay, thank you. This game is called Two Truths and a Lie. And sorry. And this game is called Liar Liar. So what is the aim of this game? Students can work in pairs or in groups. It depends on you and your students. And for example, they can work in pairs and they can ask each other different questions. And one student asks questions and the other answers, and they swap roles, and they can write the answers in their notebooks. And when the student presents his partner, he can say only the truth, or he can change something in his story and add some lies, or can say differently, not the truth, but differently another idea about his partner. And I would like to show you the video. as I understood, this game is very popular in English-speaking world. And would I lie to you? And different famous people came to the studio and tell their stories, their amazing stories, and the other team should guess, is it truth or lie?
A little chimpanzee once came to my house for tea.
I'm sorry, your task is to guess, is it a truth or a lie?
David's team, what do you think?
A little chimpanzee.
How little?
A tiny chimp, about this high.
And did it come alone?
It preceded an expected guest.
Was that gorilla?
What did it eat?
Well, we tried Marmite because it was a Sunday afternoon and we were having tea and Marmite toast, and that's what my kids liked. But it turned its nose up at that, so we gave it cheese and tomato sandwiches, and she opened them up and took the inside and seemed to be quite happy with that.
Probably on a no-carbs diet.
What's a chimpanzee doing? Coming round
Good question.
to your house for tea?
Yeah.
She was with the friend who was expected, and the friend who was expected was running late, and she sent the chimpanzee on ahead.
So did the chimpanzee ring the doorbell or knock on the door? Or?
Knocked on the door.
And you answer the door, and there is...
I went to the door, and my wife said, "Who's that?" And I said, "It's a chimpanzee." She said, "What does it want?" And the chimpanzee was doing this. And I said, "I think it wants tea." She said, "Well, ask it in."
How did the chimpanzee get to your house?
They ordered a taxi.
I'm not a courageous man. If I was answering the door and I saw a chimpanzee, I wouldn't invite it in for tea. I'd be afraid. I'm not keen on wasps.
Really?
And they're much, much smaller than chimpanzees.
Who was the friend? Was it Michael Jackson? I mean, who were you receiving?
It was a lady that I had worked with quite some time before this afternoon.
Why did she have a monkey?
Because she had very few friends.
All right, David, what are you thinking? This sounds
I think it's
peculiar.
true. At the moment, I think it's true. What do you think?
What do you think, ladies? Is it a true story?
I think it's true story.
I'm sorry, I think I'm freezing.
I think it's true story.
Okay, let's check.
I don't know. I want to know why she would send it
A
first.
sense of fun, surely. As a bit of a joke, go up there, knock on his door, it'll be amusing.
What do you think?
What I think Charles Dance, a chimp in a cheese sandwich. It's true.
Which way are you going to
I think we're going to go true, though.
You're going to say true, yeah?
Yeah.
OK, Charles Dance, your chimp story. Were you telling the truth, or were you telling a lie?
I'm sorry to say that it's true.
Thank you. So we can use different ideas to play games with our students, and so what do you think? What is the last picture about?
Traveling.
Traveling. Any other ideas?
Maybe what would be fold with us after this workshop? So what would we take, what ideas would we take with us to use at our lessons?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Great idea. And I will give you the link to the Jamboard, and you can write after the session what would you like to try in your classroom. And now I would like to just to summarize the ideas. So the question of this session is to play or not to play. What would be the answer? Of course, I think everyone will answer to play, because we can see a lot of advantages of using games in the classroom. And we can practice, develop different skills of our learners, listening, reading, writing, speaking, of course. And as you can see, I showed you some games which practice vocabulary, grammar and vocabulary, practice speaking skills of our students, and even their creativity. We can develop their creativity while playing games. I'm going to send you the link to the chat. Just give me some time. Or if you have a computer and it is convenient for you, you can do it right now. So here you have the link to the Jamboard. You are welcome to answer the question. What are you going to take with you after this session? Thank you. I know that I was trying to to write in the Jamboard with the help of my phone. It was a disaster. I made such a huge sticker, so it's not always very convenient from different gadgets. But if you use a computer or laptop, please, you're welcome. Board games, thank you. New ideas, it's like a general word. Be specific, ladies. Okay.
I meant, Ola, board games online.
Yeah.
I've never used it before. Usually I have them at my lesson. I mean, board games. We have dices, and we practice different questions, structures.
Yeah, it was a discovery for me too. I haven't known before about board games online.
I know that I can create board games online, but to use it just like in real time.
Yeah, and they are ready-made. Okay, thank you very much for your active participation, for your interesting ideas. I think this session was helpful for you, and now you have some ideas to make your lessons brighter for your students. Thank you very much. Goodbye.